my god. Yo. Alright, everybody. So now begins element number 3 of the Footsies hand guide. This will be the concluding chapter, or the concluding element of chapter 1. Pop this bad boy up. Bada bing, bada boom. If you guys haven't seen the first 2 elements, you can watch them on the other videos. Alright, I have them uploaded. I actually uploaded element number 2 today. So somebody can put that in the chat for me. That would be greatly appreciated. That being said, let us commence. Element number 3. Once you've established a pattern of poking consistently at a certain range, use your opponent's hesitation to walk up and throw them. It's always dangerous to wander into enemy attack space, so wait until you're certain you've trained them to think twice about pushing buttons. John Choi's CVS2 Sakura does an excellent job of demonstrating this principle for the entire first round of that Evo 2K7 match. There's no way he would have gotten away with such gutsy throw attempts at the beginning of the round. All of these plays are universally applicable to any fighting game, which is what I've stressed with you guys, right? So if you guys are watching and coming from other video games, other fighting games, you can still apply this. That's why footsies and zoning are considered fundamentals. They're fun for the mental, all right? It's fun for your mental. If you run into any questions, bring them here anytime. And by here, he means straight to Zaferino, right? Okay, so let's click on this and figure out what the hell are they talking about. John Choi is playing Sakura. Oof, look how old school this is. You felt that? You could hear people eating food. That's how, like, grainy the audio is. That shit is energy. Energy. Okay, let's pause it. Now, what we're gonna be focused on is the way John Choi attacks space and how he uses that successful application of his toolset at whatever space he's fighting at to induce hesitation in his opponent, which then allows him to now walk up and throw. So people that might have, you know, come across this, they try to go and do it themselves. They see somebody like, how does Zaf walk up with Sagat and throw, right? And then you try to do it, but it doesn't work, right? You try to do something once, still doesn't work, twice doesn't work. The point is, you got to persevere. You got to do it until you're certain, right? And the way you're going to be able to be certain of your opponent being influenced is by being very mindful of transitions in their strategy and their movement. Some sort of change, any subtle behavior shifts. That's what's going to tell you that might be the appropriate time to attempt that. So we're going to pay attention to the influence of the stand heavy kick. You got to drill this into your head, okay? You got to drill this in your head. So the stand heavy kick is going to be the main tool that is influencing, okay? This is the Twitter and Instagram account with the verified check mark. This is the influencer, okay? It's the stand heavy kick. What is it doing? How many people are going to click on this affiliate link because of the stand heavy kick? That's what we're doing, okay? So we got to pay attention to how this Iori is naturally moving, and then we look for shifts in their behavior. So let's watch this, okay? So you're going to see, all right, so he's mobile, very mobile. In a game like this, it makes sense because you have rolls and stuff like that. He looks really comfortable. Projectiles, he's moving, dashing. Okay. All right. So Choi is trying to establish himself. He saw the feint, so he's still looking. Remember, feint equals look. You see that? Now he's not feinting anymore because now he has a feel. Oh, okay, I got you. All right. So this is the first key moment of how he ends up landing this. It's because he's been crouching. He's just been a lot more defensive, you see? He's not really as active, so something changed. So he doesn't know exactly what he's going to do, but he sees he's just not as active, right? And then that's what gives him the ability to walk up and throw. If he had tried to walk up and throw during these points, he would have got hit, right? He would have got hit because look at how active he was, see, with his pokes and stuff like that. Maybe that's why he got hit there, because maybe he was trying to establish that. So let's fast forward. So he gets the throw. This is the first time he does it. He's in a little throw loop now. Little throw loop, right? Does it? No? Okay. Okay, so Yuri's still active, still going through the motions, still doing his aerial and ground game. Okay. All right, so now he's still really active on the ground. So now we're looking for the shift. He got hit with that anti-air. Okay, he's still kind of... Ah, okay. He got hit by the roundhouse grounded now. Does anything change? Now he's... You see? This is the second time that after a forward jump that he's just chilled there. Now let's see if that continues into the second round. So Chun-Li's still pretty active. The Chun-Li's more in like a counter defensive state. Yeah, so Sakura's success rate of trying to do walk-up throw is not happening. It's not going to happen, no. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Doesn't happen this match. And you could see because of the contrasting styles, right? Chun-Li right there was very active, reacting to a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And compared to the moments with Iori where he was waiting. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Very key moment. That pause, you see? And mind you, let's play it in slow motion. I think if we play it in slow motion, we can get a real good feel for what's going on. So we'll put it at like 0.5 speed so you guys can see it, right? Because I have the eyes for it, so maybe not everybody can. But you see that? Look, he was walking back. And typically, many players have different types of feints. Feints you can use as like, think of it as a confirmation window, right? If I feint a jab, if I feint a button, a special, a movement, it's just a window to capture what's happening on the screen. So in John Choi's head, he was walking back right here, you see? He walked back and he confirmed, oh wait, he's crouching. And then this is the same moment that happened last time, and he walks up and throws him. You see? So it's a combination of just noticing, like, hey, in this situation, the Iori is not really moving often. On top of that, it is the effect of the stand heavy kick at this range. This is where typically stand heavy kick is hitting, right? This range. So now he has that as like a phantom threat. All right, it's a phantom limb. It's a limb that does not exist because it's not on the screen, but the influence of it does. So imagine if you have a haunted house, right? You know it's a haunted house. You can feel the presence of a ghost if you know it was a haunted place, right? You feel it. You start thinking of shit and seeing things that are not really there. That's what that button just did to this Iori, right? So at this range, he's just thinking stand heavy kick, or back heavy kick, whatever the move is. And then, you know, John Choi just walks up and throws him. Okay? And we can go back to the other moment. See? Look at that. At that range is where he was sniping him with it. Okay? Now if we go back to right here. See, he's been getting hit. Now, see, now he's more patient, right? Now he's doing jabs. Ah, you see that? So from this sequence of events, especially because of how successful it was, look at how much health he lost, right? Well, he didn't lose too much, but him getting hit by it and then him just blocking it a couple times. You know what definitely shifted his focus? Because, like, he started whiffing jabs instead of committing to stuff. You see that whiff right there? That's where he lost his confidence. Because he was probably trying to just hit her. And she didn't do it in the timing he was expecting. So this is essentially what we're going to be focusing on today. Is how do we create that moment? How do we convince somebody so masterfully, like, hey, you need to chill out. And then we take advantage of that they chill out. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's go into our initial interpretation of this. So how do I interpret this? Well, the move doesn't have to hit in order to induce hesitation. Sometimes just the mere threat visually can convince weaker, more thoughtful players to chill out. So, for example, if somebody is known to think, right, a player that thinks often, if they are weak in a sense of like having conviction or recognizing your skill set, if they just see a tool and they just go into flashbacks of getting beat up by that one tool that their opponent is abusing, they might automatically mental stack against themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's what I can put here. They can mentally stack against themselves and cause them to basically just get rid of their own tool set because they're so afraid of whatever is in front of them. Secondly, what I was thinking about when I was watching this is that the influence carries over. So let's see. Influence, let me type this out. Influence may carry over into a future context. Okay? Meaning when you transition from a... Oops, I didn't spell transition wrong. Transition from a completely different aspect of neutral back into that similar situation. Okay, so what do I mean by this? When the Iori player nuked, when he jumped and he landed, he was like, oh shit, I'm at the spacing that he was doing this last time, so I'm gonna chill the fuck out. Right? So he was like, I'm gonna chill. You understand? So he was like, okay, I'm gonna wait. So the influence carried over, the remnants, the residue of the previous situation carried with him into the next time he was in that similar situation. Does that make sense? So he basically saw the button of the past in the moment. He's like, yo, when I was here last time, oh shit, I was getting hit by back heavy kick. Let me chill out. And that's when John Choi walked up and threw him. So this is something that you can think about. Like, you don't only have to do this with buttons. You can do this with specials. You can do this with fireballs. You can do this with movement. If somebody's expecting a certain type of movement, a certain type of jump, a walk up, a back dash, a forward dash, staying still, they might expect it if they're sharp enough or if they're alert. And they might anticipate that. And then they might try to go and snipe that in the future, right? Is there anything else? Can be used with movement. Be used with movement. Specials. Normals. Even rhythm. If the opponent is sharp enough, okay? So some lower level players, this is They might not see the subtleties of movement, but they will notice like specials and normals and stuff like that. Because if they're getting hit, it's more obvious. Does that make sense? So when you play like lower skilled players, they're more likely to fall for the stuff that hits them, that actually smacks them in the face because they want revenge, or they've remembered what was pissing them off, what bothered them, what rattled them. It's more likely for them to notice that. But something else like you know, a dash, a movement, something subtle like that, I would save that for like the highest level of play. I wouldn't use that against some random person on ranked, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not gonna play that game. They're gonna just play their game and buffer shit, and they have their strategy and that's what they're gonna do. But the players that are like really trying to play the ground game and neutral and understand your strategy, these are the guys that you would fake, you would upload with, you know, fake information to just try to convince them and make them, you know, focus on things that don't really exist in your strategy because they're not a part of your intentions. Does that make sense? So now let's play some games and let's try to figure this out. Let's try to see what we can do, bro. All right, ready? So let's see. Let's see if we can influence with this. Ah, look at that. Confused. Look at that. Works like magic, baby. I just did it back to back. I could just end the stream. I already did my job. I'm gonna let him dive kick. I'm gonna let him think. See, look at that. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, Earl, so I'll expect you to be a Celtics fan in the next couple of years. Okay. Ah, look at that. So now he's back to pressing buttons. So I just got to make him hesitate again. Oh, fuck. I did the wrong thing. I meant to V-shift. You saw how simple that was? I didn't really do anything. you could see it, right? So now it's tangible. Like, you could... It doesn't look like random movement on the screen when you watch me play. So this is great because now when you watch other people play, you might be able to see that this person does or does not really have an idea of what the fuck they're doing when it comes to neutral. See, so you could do dashes there too. You don't have to just walk, right? I could... See the threat of it. So now I switch the button. So you could switch the button when you get closer. So like, let's say you, the first 25% of the distance, which would be like from here to here, right? Like, oh, if I walk up to here, she lets me, but if I go closer, she presses the button. Maybe I switch to a different speed. See? Look at that! Isn't that big brain, guys? Oh, that's a good idea to use low pokes to make them just like crouch. To crouch more. I'm gonna try that. I've been using a lot of standing pokes tonight. But yeah, I'll try low. Let me do low forward. Which I think is easier. So we started off with what I would consider a harder poke with stand medium kick. Because stand medium kick is slower and you can just walk back and block it, right? So there's no real like immediate threat of low. So I like the idea of just whoop, whoop. Look at Kakarot the genius. Look at that shit. Yo, Kakarot. Shouts to Kakarot. Yo, get Kakarot some goddamn buttons. Kakarot, who do you think you are? My man is the Jordan Peterson of Street Fighter. Ooh, you guys saw that? Yo, you guys saw that, right? You saw that little, like, the little and one mixtape cross up? I was like, oh, I did it again! I did it again! Okay, do it. Wait, oh, man, that was the sauce. Oh my goodness, that was I gotta borrow that out of Nightmare's book. Nightmare, that was the real sauce, Mr. Nightmare Effect. Did you see that? Oh my god, that was ridiculous. Kakarot, who do you think you are? Okay. Come on, give me the heavy kick. Ah, okay. Heavy kick range. Stand heavy kick range. Gotta be a little closer. Ah. That brought it out of you, huh? A low forward? Okay. Look at that. Come on, guys. I can't make this stuff up. Bro, okay, I gotta stop letting her dash in acting like that. Of course he was gonna dash. That's how I wanted to kill him. I was like, I want you to dash at me, because you just keep dashing. Damn, I was so certain he was not gonna do it. Let me see. Let me see if I can get him. I think I could get him at least once. We got him. We fucking got him. God damn it. It took me a whole fucking 2 matches. Oh, that's when you know they're flustered. Yeah, the wake up. Oh, I did the wrong DP. Damn. Yeah, this person is from Mass. Oh. It's like the worst possible character to try to practice this against. Abigail's never gonna stop pressing the fucking button. Yeah, this matchup it's probably not gonna be easy, but I'll still make it. I'll try to make it happen. I'll still try to make it happen. Ah, almost got it. Wait, ready? Ah! Oh man, that was funny as shit. Let me try to do it again. Ready? I tried to DP that. Yo, he's so mad. Oh my god. Yo.